Right, James. Questions from the fans. Firstly, what are you looking to achieve from your time on loan at Cheltenham?
Well, I hadn't played for Bristol for a while, so I needed to get first team football again, and obviously try and be as successful as we can while I'm here.
Yeah, and the obvious question that some of the fans are asking is, would you like to stay longer than a month?
Yeah, of course. The home games have been brilliant, so if we can get the away form like the home form, then I'd love to stay. Yeah.
Has anything been said about extending it yet? Or?
No, I'm not spoken to anyone now.
Right. What was the attraction of coming to Cheltenham rather than anywhere else on loan?
Well, obviously it's close to Bristol, and I spoke to the manager, and he was really optimistic of how we could do, and obviously I know some of the players, and they're really good players, so it was an easy decision really.
What's the biggest bust up you've had with a player on or off the pitch?
Oh wow. I haven't had any off the pitch really. Just a few on the pitch, but nothing major. I've had arguments in training, but nothing, like I say, nothing that's not forgotten about after. Do you know what I mean? So.
Okay. What's the most boring game you've played in, and why?
Boring. Well, for me, for the fans, a 0-0 will probably be boring, but for me, it's pretty good. So, we played a pre-season game in Spain against a foreign team. We won like 8-0 or something. It was good, but it was pretty boring, I guess. Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest difference between League Two and the Championship?
Well, it's a lot more physical, I'd say, like as in balls up in the air and challenging, and most teams in League Two have got big strikers, like strong strikers, and a lot in the Championship they've got both. They've got strong and they've got a small nippy strike, they've got quick strike, everything. So I guess that's the biggest difference for me in my position.
Okay. Did you meet Marlon Pack at Bristol City, and what did he have to say about Cheltenham?
Yeah, he spoke he couldn't have spoke more highly about Cheltenham. He said it was a brilliant place and he loved his time here.
Okay. What's your favourite holiday destination?
Probably America. I went to America in the summer. I went to West Coast, so I love it over there.
Given Bristol City's current form, are you surprised you haven't been given more of a chance in the first team?
I'm not surprised, no, to be honest. He's brought players in, his players, so he's always going to play them instead of me, so no, I'm not surprised, no.
What's your favourite animal?
Dogs, probably. I love dogs.
You got any pets?
I haven't got any, no. My girlfriend won't let me.
Have you always been a defender, or have you always been a centre half?
No, I was a striker until I was 15 probably, and then because I was always quite small, and then I shot up when I was 15, 16, so I was all gangly, so they put me centre back a few games, and I sort of stayed there.
Who's the most talented player you've ever played with?
Gareth Bale, I'd say. He's obviously the world's most expensive player now, so it's got to be him, I guess.
Is that for the Wales and youth teams?
Wales, yeah.
How much contact have the management at Bristol City had while you've been on loan?
I haven't spoken to him, so don't bother for that.
Does staying in the West Country feel like you're still at home, because you're not far away from?
Yeah, definitely. It's only 45 minutes to get here, and there's a few lads that I come in with from Bristol, so yeah, it just feels normal. Yeah.
Which manager at Bristol City do you feel gave you the best opportunity?
Well, Gary Johnson first gave me a pro contract, but and he gave my debut. But Keith Millen definitely. I got my run in the team with Keith, and he was brilliant for me. So yeah, Keith.
We'll go to this one. If you could change one law in football, what would it be? Or do you think there's any way it can be improved?
As a whole, maybe we were talking about this morning actually, a winter break. I don't know whether it will work or not, but I think it's something they've got to look at maybe at some point, because obviously, especially the lower leagues down you go, the worse the pitches get, like the more games there are, so everyone's sort of, and they're talking about the World Cup as well, maybe in 2020, is it?
Yeah.
So maybe that's a good opportunity to look at it. Whether I'm still around by then, I don't know, but still.
Yeah, because the winter seems to be getting worse, don't they?
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, so I don't know, maybe that's, I can't think of anything else really, maybe that's a good thing.
Okay. How good was it to get your first clean sheet as a Cheltenham player against Wimbledon?
Brilliant, yeah, such a relief for all the boys, because I think like training's brilliant. We've all been working really hard, and I think we deserved it on Saturday, definitely.
Yeah, what was it like, Troy, coming in, because you obviously hadn't played with him before, and he only just.
Well, I played with him for Wales actually,
right.
when we were younger.
I didn't know.
So we know each other before, and we spoke a lot about how we were going to play, and he was brilliant, I thought, Saturday. So yeah.
Yeah, considering he'd only just come back to training.
He's only trained 2 days, so he was still sort of high and come back to training, let alone a game. So yeah, he was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, and what sort of stuff do you think you did well last week that you might not have done in the previous games where you've let a few goals in?
I think definitely Saturday our shape was the best it's been, and we felt solid, let alone look it, sort of thing. So I think that was the main thing, and like we were all talking, and as well we kept a good high line, which we haven't done in the previous games. Maybe Oxford, but definitely not Torquay. So yeah, I think that was the main things.
Yeah, and that obviously helped with the goals because Troy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's bound to help.
Yeah. Do you want to have another crack at the dinner party guests?
Yeah,
Beckham, any other footballing heroes or other sporting people that you'd be interested in?
I don't know, maybe like Steve Jobs as well, maybe.
Yeah.
He'd be amazing. I'm trying to think of not sportsman people.
It isn't easy, just coming because you get a good range of questions with fans' questions. So.
I need a good hour to think about that. I don't want to say someone and then regret it later.
That's it for fans' questions, James. But Scunthorpe away, they've had a decent start coming down from higher division. But I'm sure you played against them before. Have you in your Bristol City days?
Yeah, played against them once, I think. Never at their place, so we sort of missed each other in the leagues. But one of my good friends plays for them now, so. Got some info on them, so hopefully
who's that?
Christian Ribeiro. He was at Bristol for me for years. He's injured at the moment, but yeah, I've spoke to them, and so I don't know. It's going to be a tough game. We've got a lot of good players, like you said, from higher leagues. So but I think if we carry on like we did Saturday, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, he's from around somewhere not far from here.
He's from Gloucester way, Stroud, I think he's from. Yeah.
So did you come through the same? Were you same age?
He's a year younger than me,
right.
But yeah, we were in all the teams together growing up. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
All
Cheers,
right.
James. Thanks for doing that. Cheers. I'll take out the bit about